Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. First, it was booming Bluffton. Now it's humongous Hardyville. Next up, likely, roaring Ridgeland. The town council there considering the annexation of 3,000 unclaimed acres in Jasper County to handle the development they say could add 40,000 residents in the next 2 decades. That's 10 times more people than there to live there now. If those projections hold true, Ridgeland would be the biggest mainland Lowcountry city by the year 2044. Now, however, while all this is going on, Jasper County is still under a voluntary moratorium on residential and commercial development, at least until the end of March. There are still a number of hoops for the town to jump through before anything concrete can happen, but expect this to be a huge story worth watching all spring and, well, maybe longer than that. The civil discourse we see deteriorating around the country has made its way into Beaufort City Hall. Former Mayor Stephen Murray hinted at it when he resigned late last year. He didn't say then, but the Island Packet is saying now that he had actually bought a bulletproof jacket. Councilman Neil Lipsitz told the paper he's acquired a concealed weapons permit. Other council members say they have regular safety checks of their homes done by Beaufort police. The vitriol apparently started after the 2020 presidential elections, but it has continued with threats over the future development in the city's historic district. In Murray's hasty resignation, he did say he was, quote, tired of the daily barrage of uncivil and rude people, end quote. Sea Pines Resorts Vice President of Hospitality, Resort Sales and Marketing is in hot water after a meltdown at an even more famous hospitality site, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort in Orlando. 64-year-old John Monroe pleaded not guilty to a misdemeanor battery charge back in November and has been placed on administrative leave, according to Sea Pines officials. Monroe allegedly slapped a 19-year-old female staffer at the Grand Floridian's upscale restaurant for trying to get him removed for wearing swim trunks to dinner in violation of the dress code. Is it too early to be talking about the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Hilton Head Island? Organizers say the Budweiser Clydesdales are coming back after being missing the last few years. They'll be joined by the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, the Big Idaho Potato Truck, and the usual bagpipe bands from the Boston and New York police departments and other annual participants that make the parade the island's largest single-day event, with 25,000 spectators lining Pope Avenue last year. And we all want to see young newlyweds get off to a good start. How about this? A bride-to-be stops in her regular grocery store on Johns Island and buys a Southern Spectacular lottery ticket to give to her fiancé, who scratches it off and wins $300,000. Now, they say the winnings should help them pay for the wedding as they walk down the aisle with over $200,000 after taxes. And high school athletes in the Lowcountry's public schools now know who they'll be playing a majority of their games against the next 2 years, and it should be a lot of familiar faces. The State High School League has released its regional groupings for the next 2 school years. Region 4A6 will group Beaufort High, Bluffton High, May River, and Hilton Head High, with Colleton County and Bishop England from Charleston. Class 3A's Region 6 will send Battery Creek on the road to places like Hanahan, North Charleston, Oceanside Collegiate, and Orangeburg-Wilkinson. Whale Branch is in Region 2A5 against Bridges Prep, Edisto, Hampton County, Barnwell, and Lake Marion. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Been a pretty darn good week and into the weekend weather-wise after all that cold a week ago. What's it look like as we come out of the weekend and head into next week, Maria Soden?
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see some rain this weekend, but not as much as had originally been forecasted earlier this week. And then we are going to get a break from the rain starting next week, but we're also going to see a dip in temperatures as well. So taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be cloudy with a possible stray shower during the day. Then we are going to see a thunderstorm roll in later in the evening. Hilton's going to have a high 65, a low of 57. Bluffton's going to have a high 69, a low of 59. And Beaufort's going to have a high 69 and a low of 59. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers in the morning, but should be clearing up by the afternoon and then staying clear into the evening. Hilton's going to have a high 63, a low of 48. Bluffton's going to have a high 65, a low of 49. And Beaufort's going to have a high 64 and a low of 48. The sunrise for this weekend's going to be at 7:20 and sunset's going to be at 5:52. Looking at the beach tides, high tide on Saturday is going to be at 10:07 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 5:32 p.m. And then come Sunday, high tide is going to be at 10:43 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 6:10 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday it's going to be sunny with the highs only getting to the upper 50s, lows in the 40s. Then come Tuesday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, again with the highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s and 40s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be sunny with the highs getting back up into the 60s and lows in the 40s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we come back, an update from Habitat for Humanity and also the Bluffton Boys and Girls Club about a March Madness basketball project they've got going on that you might have a lot of fun with. We're also going to talk with the Jasper County Coroner about maybe him doing a little less business in the future. Stay with us.